Hey YouTube, I just wanted to do a quick review on this Nebo Protec Redline tactical flashlight. I just got it, and it seems like a great light, but it's got one major flaw I want you all to be aware of, so you don't have to return it like I do. Here's the packaging, just to see if you got the same model, 220 lumens, flashlight and a mount, and a pressure switch. The mount is great. The light seems great. It's a high quality for the money. I was actually pretty impressed. Aluminum construction, seems pretty durable. The mount was wonderful, and it has this pressure switch which you mount remotely on the gun, which obviously if you're looking at this you're probably familiar with the purposes. So I wanted it mounted on the end of my shotgun so I could go into a room, hit the pressure switch, and light up the room. And if there's somebody there, I could see who's there. Obviously with the pressure switch you want to be able to turn it on or off. You don't want the light constantly on, obviously, because that gives away your position. Screams to the intruders, hey look, here I am in a darkened hallway with a blinding flashlight. You can see exactly where I am, and if they're armed, you could get shot. So here's the problem. This pressure switch works great. When you hit it, the light goes on as it should. But every time you press it and release it, it cycles the modes. So I'm going to turn off the light here and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we're in the dark. I'm going to aim this thing at the wall. There's high power. All right. Also, this beam is adjustable from a spot to a flood. I have it somewhere in the middle right now. It does a good job of lighting up a dark room, enough to see if somebody's there and if it's a family member or somebody you want to shoot. So it serves its purpose well with that. Okay, so say you go from one room and there's nobody in there. So you want to turn off the light and go to another room. So you release the switch, it goes off. Now when you push it again, you might not be able to tell, but this is medium. It's less bright. And then if I have to cycle it again, turn off the light and turn it back on, now we go to a low. And this is actually pretty dim. I'm in a completely blackened room, so yeah, you can see with this, but this is pretty dim. Then you go to the next mode. If I want to release it and I want a bright light, you go to the next mode and you got this SOS mode. If I'm lost in the woods and I got to aim this at a helicopter or something to find me if I'm hiking, I'm sure this SOS mode is great. Here's one of the reasons I bought the light. The next mode is this strobe. So you go into a room, you point this at some guy's face, and it's very disorienting. So he's going to get hit with this light. It's going to make him freeze, which gives you more of a chance to get a good shot on him. So I like the strobe mode, but okay, now I go into one room, I hit the strobe mode. Oh, there's nobody in this room. Let me check another room. You go off, you hit the switch again. Guess what? It's cycled back to the high mode. Okay? So these modes are useful, but when used with the remote pressure switch, which is the only way you're going to use it if it's mounted to a firearm, it's basically useless for tactical use for this reason. I called Nebo customer service, and they confirmed that absolutely this is the way the light functions, and there is no other way to get it to function any differently. She said she would talk to the engineers and tell them to make a different pressure switch. But as of today, I'm returning this, and now I know why this flashlight was around 45 bucks, and all the other ones that looked comparable were 90 or 100. This one's basically useless. If you want to use it as an everyday carry flashlight, and don't mind cycling through the modes every time you want to turn it on, I guess that's good, but even that could be frustrating. You want to keep it on high power. Every time you want to go to high power, you have to push the button 5 times to cycle around to high power. So it could be used for other uses and be useful, but for what I wanted to use it for, as a tactical flashlight on the end of my 12 gauge, useless as far as I'm concerned. So just wanted to give you that warning before you buy it and save you the hassle of returning it like I am. Good luck. Bye-bye.